Welcome, Virgo. As the week of July 20th through July 26th begins, you'll notice that life is gradually shifting in a direction that feels more organized, meaningful, and rewarding. Over the past several weeks, you've likely been juggling countless responsibilities, solving problems for others, and trying to keep every aspect of your life under control. While you've managed to handle everything with your usual determination, you've also been carrying more pressure than most people realize. This week, however, the universe begins offering you something you've quietly been waiting for: clarity. Questions that have lingered in your mind will slowly begin finding answers. Situations that once appeared uncertain will become easier to understand. Instead of constantly wondering what your next step should be, you'll start recognizing opportunities that have been quietly waiting for your attention all along. One of the biggest lessons this week is learning to trust yourself. You spend so much time analyzing every possibility that you sometimes forget how capable you truly are. There is absolutely nothing wrong with careful planning. In fact, it has helped you avoid countless mistakes throughout your life. But this week reminds you that there comes a moment when preparation must become action. The universe isn't asking you to know every answer before moving forward. It's asking you to believe that you'll find the answers along the way. Professionally, this could become one of your most productive weeks in recent months. Projects that seemed delayed finally begin gaining momentum. Your dedication, precision, and reliability continue earning the respect of supervisors, co-workers, and clients alike. People naturally trust your judgment because they know you rarely make careless decisions. If you've been hoping for a promotion, salary increase, leadership opportunity, or greater recognition, this week may bring encouraging developments. Someone influential may begin noticing the consistent effort you've invested behind the scenes. Remember, success rarely arrives overnight. It usually appears after countless days of quiet determination. And that's exactly the kind of success you're building now. Those searching for employment should remain optimistic. Interviews, networking opportunities, or recommendations from previous colleagues could unexpectedly lead to exciting possibilities. Even if an offer doesn't perfectly match your original expectations, don't dismiss it too quickly. Sometimes the opportunity that changes your life doesn't arrive wearing the label you expected. Entrepreneurs and business owners also receive strong cosmic support throughout the week. You may discover creative ways to improve efficiency, attract new customers, strengthen existing partnerships, or introduce fresh ideas that increase long-term profitability. Your practical thinking becomes one of your greatest advantages. While others focus only on quick results, you're building something designed to last. Financially, this week encourages intelligent planning rather than emotional spending. You may receive delayed payments, bonuses, commissions, freelance income, or discover additional ways to increase your earnings. Although these improvements bring welcome relief, the universe gently reminds you to think beyond today's financial situation. Ask yourself, where do you want to be 1 year from now? 5 years from now? Every financial decision you make this week becomes another brick in the foundation of your future. Creating healthier saving habits, investing in professional development, upgrading your skills, or improving your business may bring far greater rewards than temporary purchases that lose their value over time. Money is important, but financial freedom comes from wisdom, not simply income. Emotionally, you'll notice a fascinating transformation taking place. Instead of carrying every responsibility alone, you begin recognizing the importance of balance. You don't have to solve everyone's problems. You don't have to meet every expectation. And you certainly don't need permission to prioritize your own happiness. Learning to say no when necessary isn't selfish. It's healthy. The more you protect your own energy, the more you'll have available for the people and opportunities that genuinely deserve it. Unexpected opportunities may arrive through conversations, educational events, online communities, business meetings, or even casual encounters with people you've never met before. Stay curious. Ask questions. Share your ideas confidently. One conversation this week could quietly become the beginning of something extraordinary. Travel may also become significant, whether for work, education, family, or personal growth. Changing your environment helps you see familiar situations from an entirely new perspective. Sometimes distance provides the clarity you've been searching for all along. Your intuition becomes stronger than usual throughout the middle of the week. Although Virgo naturally relies on logic, you'll notice moments when your instincts immediately recognize the right direction before your analytical mind fully understands why. Don't ignore those feelings. Logic explains. Intuition guides. Together, they become an incredibly powerful combination. As the week progresses, your confidence grows naturally. Not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because you finally begin trusting your own ability to handle whatever comes next. That quiet confidence becomes your greatest strength. And it's only the beginning as the middle of the week approaches. You'll begin to notice that your perspective is changing in subtle but meaningful ways. Problems that once seemed impossible to solve gradually become easier to understand. Not because the circumstances have suddenly changed, but because you have grown stronger, wiser, and more confident. Life has been teaching you lessons that couldn't be learned from books or advice alone. Every challenge, every delay, and every unexpected detour has quietly shaped the person you are becoming today. This week encourages you to stop underestimating yourself. For far too long, you've measured your progress by focusing on what still needs to be done rather than appreciating everything you've already accomplished. You often set incredibly high standards for yourself, believing that perfection is the only acceptable outcome. While this mindset has helped you achieve impressive goals, it has also prevented you from celebrating your own victories. The universe gently reminds you that progress deserves recognition. Every small success matters. Every lesson matters. Every step forward deserves appreciation. Professionally, your reputation continues growing stronger. People recognize that when you make a promise, you keep it. They know they can rely on your attention to detail, your honesty, and your ability to remain calm when others become overwhelmed. These qualities may soon place you in a position where you're trusted with greater responsibilities or invited to participate in projects that have significant long-term potential. Don't be surprised if someone unexpectedly asks for your leadership. Even if you've never considered yourself a leader, others already see those qualities within you. Leadership isn't always about standing in front of a crowd. Sometimes it's simply about being the person everyone trusts when important decisions need to be made. If you're running your own business, this week encourages expansion through smart planning rather than unnecessary risk. New clients, stronger partnerships, improved marketing strategies, or innovative business ideas may begin appearing. Continue focusing on quality because satisfied customers naturally become your strongest advertisement. If you've been thinking about starting a business, launching an online project, creating educational content, writing a book, or developing a new skill that could eventually generate additional income, the universe supports careful preparation. Don't allow fear of imperfection to delay your dreams any longer. Nothing extraordinary begins perfectly. Everything grows through consistent effort. Financially, this becomes an excellent period for creating stronger long-term security. You may receive encouraging financial news through salary adjustments, freelance opportunities, bonuses, commissions, or investments that begin showing positive results. While additional income is certainly welcome, your greatest advantage comes from your ability to manage money wisely. You naturally understand the importance of planning for tomorrow instead of living only for today. Continue building that foundation. Future you will be grateful. There is also a possibility that someone close to you may ask for financial advice or assistance. Before making important financial commitments, ensure that your own stability remains protected. Helping others is admirable, but protecting your own future should always remain a priority. Emotionally, this week becomes incredibly healing. You may finally release expectations that have quietly weighed on your heart for months. Some Virgo natives have been carrying guilt for situations that were never entirely their responsibility. Others have continued blaming themselves for outcomes they couldn't possibly control. It's time to let those burdens go. You did the best you could with the knowledge you had at that moment. That is enough. Forgiveness begins with yourself. Once you allow yourself to move forward without carrying unnecessary regret, you'll discover just how light life can feel again. Relationships also enter a beautiful period of growth. If you're already committed to someone, your connection deepens through honest communication and shared experiences. Small acts of kindness become much more meaningful than dramatic gestures. Simply spending quality time together, listening carefully, and supporting each other's goals strengthens your bond more than words alone. If you're single, remain open to unexpected introductions. Someone intelligent, patient, and emotionally mature may enter your life through work, education, mutual friends, or even while traveling. Rather than creating immediate expectations, allow the relationship to develop naturally. Sometimes the most meaningful love stories begin with friendship. Your family also plays an important role this week. Conversations with parents, siblings, or older relatives may provide valuable guidance regarding decisions you've been considering. Even if you ultimately choose your own path, listening carefully to those who genuinely care about you may reveal perspectives you hadn't previously considered. Creatively, this is one of your strongest periods in recent months. Your mind is filled with practical ideas capable of solving problems that previously seemed impossible. Whether you're creating content, improving systems, designing projects, organizing events, or simply planning your future, inspiration flows naturally. Write every idea down. Don't trust yourself to remember it later. Some of your greatest achievements may begin as simple thoughts that appear unexpectedly during ordinary moments. Health remains stable, but balance should remain your highest priority. Because you're naturally hardworking, it's easy to forget that rest is part of productivity. Proper sleep, nutritious meals, regular movement, and quiet moments away from constant responsibilities restore your energy far more effectively than endless work ever could. As the weekend approaches, you'll notice something remarkable. Your confidence no longer depends on external praise. You begin trusting yourself because you've repeatedly proven your own strength. That quiet confidence changes the way you walk into every room, every conversation, and every opportunity. The universe is preparing you for a future where your hard work finally receives the recognition it deserves. Continue believing in your abilities. Continue trusting your journey. Continue moving forward with patience, intelligence, and determination. Everything you've been building is beginning to come together. And this week is only the beginning of something much greater than you can currently imagine.